Hello, friends. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is the Existentialist. The topics we cover in this channel are mental health, self improvement, and self realization. Today's topic is the problem with giving advice. I'm sure all of us have been in a position where we've received advice that we don't like, or maybe we've been on the other end where somebody's not appreciated us advising them. So, today I'm going to talk about the problems of giving advice, what we could do instead of advising, and then I'm going to recite a poem which I came across on the internet, which beautifully describes the same. So, what is the problem with giving advice? Well, it basically invalidates what the other person is feeling. Maybe they are in a difficult moment, they're feeling anxious, maybe they have a test coming up tomorrow or an important presentation, or maybe somebody is feeling depressed and they're they don't feel like doing anything, and you go there, give advice that, hey, why don't you do this instead? Hey, why don't you snap out of it and go out for a run or go meet some friends? Well, that's basically giving out the idea that they don't know the solution to their issue. It's actually disempowering, and it may create further resentment towards themselves and towards you. It's actually creating a distance between the two of you because you're over here telling them over there what to do. You're not on the same side as them. I'm sure that the intention here might be to help the person out and you're saying it in their best interests, but sometimes advising may not be the best thing to do. Also, there is the assumption that there is something wrong with them being the way they are, and it's a form of judgment that it's not okay to be this way. It's also imposing yourself and your interpretation of the situation. So, now I want to talk about what are the alternatives to giving advice. Just listen. Listening is transformative, listening without judgment. Be on their side, try to understand what they're going through, show some empathy, validate their feelings, validate what they might be going through in this moment, although it may seem irrational at that time, but that is their reality, that is what they're facing and feeling, and that actually builds a better bond. Thank them for sharing, trusting you, as well as being vulnerable enough to be able to put this out and share it outside. And it takes courage and strength to be vulnerable. You can ask them how you can be of help to them, what they would like from you. Maybe they might ask for your opinion or advice, and in that case, it's okay to give it, but definitely don't do it without their consent. Ultimately, presence and kindness alone can have a healing effect, and most people already know what's right for them and how they need to help themselves. So now I'm going to recite the poem. It's anonymous, it's something that I got from a friend on social media. So here it goes. Listen. When I ask you to listen to me and you start giving me advice, you have not done what I asked. When I ask you to listen to me and you begin to tell me I shouldn't feel this way, you are trampling on my feelings. When I ask you to listen to me and you feel you have to do something to solve my problems, you have failed me, strange as that may seem. Listen. All I ask is that you listen. Not talk, nor do, just hear me. I can do for myself. I'm not helpless. Maybe discouraged and faltering, but not helpless. When you do something for me that I can and need to do for myself, you contribute to my fear and weakness. But when you accept as a simple fact that I do feel what I feel, no matter how irrational, then I quit trying to convince you and can get about the business of understanding what's behind this irrational feeling. And when that is clear, the answers are obvious. and I don't need advice. Irrational feelings make sense when we understand what's behind them. So please listen, just hear me, and if you want to talk, wait for a minute for your turn, and I will listen to you. I hope you found this poem meaningful just like I did. Maybe somebody needs to hear this video, maybe a friend, maybe somebody who's been through in this kind of situation. Please do share it with them. I would like to hear your comments about whether you like being advised, and if not, what works best for you to help you cope when somebody's trying to care for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel. It will help me get to more people. Be well. Take care.